That party last night was awfully crazy.
DJ Vlad is in the building. What's up, DJ Vlad?
For those who don't know, tell them a little bit about VladTV.com.
VladTV.com is one of the leading hip-hop websites on the planet.
Give that up.
Yes.
Give that up.
Definitely shout out to that.
We're actually located inside the Universal building.
Okay.
And that's actually where we run the whole company. It's been around for roughly a year.
Wow.
And,
it's
it's about,
blown up.
I think it's about number 4 now. We've actually passed up a lot of like the established sites like SOHH and Double XL Mag and Now Right, Non-Smash and so forth.
So what made you want to do this website? And
it's just like as a hustler,
fellow hustler too.
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about exactly. Yeah. This is why I phrased it this way. As a hustler and someone who's self-employed, you always you're looking at the hustle you have. Yeah. And if you see it declining, you look for the next hustle.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like starting out as a mixtape DJ.
Yes.
I saw the whole mixtape thing start to decline.
Okay.
Maybe about 3-4 years ago, it was becoming painfully obvious where it was going.
Yeah.
So from there, I kind of went into the DVD game, the street DVD game. I saw that start to decline. I started doing like TV shows and movies and more documentaries.
The Superhead documentary.
Right? I directed the Superhead documentary. I produced the Superhead documentary called Kiss and Tell.
Yeah.
I directed
Gangster, right?
I did American Gangster for BET. Yeah. I did this movie called Ghost Ride the Whip. It was a documentary.
Wow, you did American Gangster?
Yeah.
That's hot right there. What made you get Star on there, man? That's his joint is hilarious.
Yeah. I was just a fan.
Hey, I've been a fan of Star for a while.
It's really that simple. Like when he was on the radio, that was my favorite morning show.
Wow.
So out of the blue, I think on Twitter one day I said, hey, does anyone have a contact on Star? And before I know it, Star called me.
Oh wow!
And then we just kind of polyed. We were sort of like on the same mind state. He's actually like a real down to earth.
Yeah, Star
cool dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the.
And he drinks real early.
He got a new liver.
He has a new liver.
Well, if you notice, Star used to be a lot chubbier.
Yeah.
He had a full-blown liver transplant.
Wow.
Wow. So he's good to go now.
So he's not supposed to be drinking. Like when you get a new liver, the first thing you do is not drink.
Yeah. There's a case right now, the Rick Ross case. Tell us a little bit about where that's at right now.
My lawyer has expressly prohibited me from speaking upon it. And that's what it is.
There you go, people. I asked. There you go. Do you sometimes feel like you have to in a way you're playing devil's advocate and you have to decide, okay, well if I put this out, is this person gonna be mad at me? Are you ever worried about that now?
We do have to play it a certain kind of way, because we do want certain artists to come back to the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that particular artist who we reportedly negative about calls me up and says, listen, I understand that this is true, but this is causing problems for me in these other areas. Is it possible for you to take it down? And in return, I'll do this, that, or the third for you. I'm usually pretty receptive to that.
I respect that.
I'm pretty receptive to that. Like Ray J's people hit me up the other day. Ray J came on the show, before his new season started, came and did an interview on the show. His spokesperson hit me up, said, listen, this is obviously not true. Ray J did not have relations with Young Buck. So it's like, can you guys please take it down because this is really upsetting him and so forth. I'm like, okay, cool. That was a good way. Young Buck called me the same day too.
Who that? What's Young Buck? The Young Buck that's with him or the Young Buck the rapper?
Young Buck the rapper.
Okay. They thought it was him and media take it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Young Buck called me up and he was like, man, that's crazy. I don't care. Go ahead. Keep it up there.
There's no one stepping up, and the labels we were speaking to Papoose, and he was like, the labels are sometimes shutting mixtapes down, and
I'm a VP at SRC now, which is part of the whole Universal family. So in my building we have Motown downstairs, Republic and Interscope upstairs.
Yeah.
SRC on our floor. There's really not going to be any real adoption of mixtapes in the music industry. I really thought there was going to be, and I thought that maybe me being on the inside, I could really influence that. But these guys really have other priorities.
Just going back to the mixtapes with Drake, If that mixtape never came out, we probably wouldn't knew
You
anything
know who
about
Drake was.
Yeah.
So what would you tell like a up and coming mixtape, like an artist, not even a mixtape artist?
I mean, I think that a lot of people try to oversimplify things, but and think that that a lot of it is politics and a lot of it is relationships. But when you have certain kind of songs that sort of move on their own, like for example, like Jay Electronica just dropped the whole Exhibit C, and you feel that movement behind the song. You feel you hear people playing it around you. You drive by and see cars bumping it. Like Drake was the exact same situation.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of movement, that should be your primary focus. And if you could get that type of energy behind your music, everything else will really fall into place. And you could get that out there. I mean, like you could get you could get your songs up on the World Stars and the VladTVs and so forth. Like, you could pay to get your songs up on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times, like the quality of the music isn't really, it gets up there, it comes and goes.
You're VP of SRC. Like, so what are y'all looking for artists right now?
Right now, I'm not gonna say who it is, but we got my man Greg Street sent me this one song with a video, and it was like, oh, okay, this is something. I sat down with Steve Rifkind, I played him the song, and I've played Steve a lot of songs, and he's hated every one of them. But I played him this song, and literally 8 seconds into the song, he's like, I like it. Let me, I want to.
You want to sign?
I want to work with these guys. All these artists who are listening to me, right now, and think like, $5,000 that they invested in their album is a lot.
Yeah.
Like to get the ball rolling at a label, you're talking about $25,000-$30,000. And to really go to town on a particular single, when a single gets updrafted up to the upstreamed up to like Universal into like the parent label, we're talking about an investment of about $250,000 to $300,000. That's what really gets the songs embedded and into rotation.
Yeah.
Into that, and a lot of that money goes to like putting the album, the artist on continual promo tour, taking him here, taking him there, showing up here, showing up there. So you're talking about investments, $500,000, $1 million. That's not atypical. That's pretty typical about an artist that a label is behind. So you just invested $1 million. That album sells 50,000 copies. You've made about, let's say, $300,000, $350,000. What happened to the other 700,000?
Yes.
Like, who's going to pay for that?
Well, now
You do.
You know what I mean? Because there's certain people at these labels who just have special ears.
Yeah.
That's kind of the only way you could really describe it. Like you look at a Steve Rifkind, and you look at the track record. You look at Alcoholics, Exhibit, Wu-Tang Clan, Akon, Melanie Fiona, Asher Roth. These are all people no one's ever heard of before. And he saw something early.
Yeah.
He heard something early and said, something, I'm going to put some money behind this, and then look what happened. Sylvia Rohn, L.A. Reid. These are all people who could sort of see into the future in a way. Like they could see something and hear it for the first time and say, okay, I think this is going to do something.
Okay.
And a lot of times they're right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're always trying to find that next thing. Always. It never stops.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for having
Thanks.
Vlad up here.